Hello, hello, hello. I do believe that sound is coming through the computer, so I don't need to worry. Or maybe I do. I don't know. We'll have to see. Mm, wow. I just had pizza, you guys, and I can still, feel it in my throat. Hold up, give me a second, and I will be right back with you. You can stare at this lovely screen, so. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. So, I don't know how I want to start this stream. Um, so hey guys, welcome to another one, another real one with me. Um, so today the live stream trailer for what do you call it? 4.7, I think it is. Just came out, and I love bow characters, but not really in Genshin. And I've gone on a huge rant about this, and I'll probably continue the rant later. But they're going to release pretty soon an actually good bow character. So, in my opinion, what we have to do is play the story quest that he is in and grind for Primo Gems. That is today's stream goal. I'm hoping to stream for a long while, so hopefully we can get in some good gameplay in here. Um, I don't know if I want to record the stream or not, because it's going to take up so much storage. I might record the story quest or something like that. We will have to see. I'm going to create separate clips. But yeah, he looks amazing. I'm not gonna pull up the video. Actually, I probably should. Let's watch this video, shall we? Um, and watch this. I have the almighty power to just turn off your visuals. Wow, look at that. I'm glad no music is playing because I had music turned off, but we're gonna have to turn it back on later. Um, which is all honestly great. Um, we're gonna go back to my launch history and find my guy. Let's see. There we go. Okay. You can now visualize. Okay, ready? We gotta. Thank you so much, YouTube. We're gonna scroll back, and then no closed captions. We need that amazing 1080p for YouTube. I just think the recording quality is really bad. But this is Sethos. See, I'm just gonna let you watch it. Okay. So first of all, if we go in here, I'm gonna pull up after he drinks his water skin here. I'm gonna go precise seeking. First of all, I love his normal attack. So you can see it's really quick normal attack because they have to slow it down for you to be able to see it. And then I just want to say that for a bow character, I've always loved bow characters that fight, like, not long range, but close range. And this is your close range movement, where you're pushing back from the enemy, even though you're close range, and you get a thing from doing that. So, and then that thing basically gives you an instant, like, supercharged cool arrow, which is awesome. and that goes through, and all his arrows that are charged with electricity go through the energy, which is awesome. And then his ultimate, really quick, is a bunch of piercing normal electric attacks, which is absolutely insane. And if you keep watching the video, he has a personality that's really like mine, and it's fun. So he is in the Sino story quest. So the plan for today is Sino story quest and anything else that the second one obviously. And we also have to grind Primo gems for him. I think I just bought a Welkin, so we got that. And hopefully you'll be able to hear the whale noise at the beginning. But that is our goal today. Alright, we gotta... Oh, preparing to load data. Lovely. And you can tell I haven't played for a while because um, when it loads, I have the Stellar Reunion event, so um, it basically means I think you get it when you haven't played in like a month or like a month and a half, or something like that, like a long time you haven't played the game. For about that, you get the Stellar Reunion event, which gives you extra Primo gems. So literally by skipping a month, you get a little bit, but it's probably better staying with it, but it's a good bonus. I just got a huge lag spike there. Whoa. Okay, here's a team. And you can see that I haven't been playing for a long time because we got a lot of notifications here. And I don't like this many, so we gotta get rid of a few. Let's see. Oh, new update, and then iridescent tour. Oh, and then here's the new, oh, yeah, here's the wishes currently. Yeah, I'm not that fussed. I have wanted her, but this is what we're doing today. That guy. This lovely boy. And then we also have to do these events. There's a lot of events right now, too. It's insane how many there are. There's quite a few. And you can see just my wheel. Yep, here I did get a Welkin, so I can add to this. Oh, dang, I forgot to contribute like the last few Welkins I've had. The last. Okay, hold up. We're recording that bit. Yeah, so I just showed the audience this, but for recorded audience, I've bought two Welkins recently. And one was like a month ago, and you know how it gives you those 300 extra Genesis crystals? Well, I haven't used them. And I've been like, man, I really need more wishes. I gotta grind for more wishes. And I've already had so many just sitting here. And I don't know where I got the extra 37 from. I just don't know where that came from. So we're gonna exchange those. So now we're at 838, which is just lovely. And I haven't even picked my path for this. You can tell that I had no interest in that. So that's fun. The only thing I do want to look at, which is interesting on this banner to me, is this bow. Will this bow, is the question, be good for Sethos? Sethos. I'm going to call him Sethos. Don't get mad at me. I don't know if it will be good or not. So, details. Let's go here and let's pick out that bow. Can I not? Dang it. What is it called? It's not Rain Slasher. Rain Gauge? Yeah, it's probably Rain Gauge right there, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. List of items. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to find that, are I? Yeah. But, that's pretty good. Um, I'm laughing at my own hysteria, Like, oh yeah, that was good. Um, just making absolutely no sense. I don't know what the thing's stat is, but if I miss it right, it's gonna be awful for Sethos. So let me see what I can actually find it better on my phone. Let me find it. You can enjoy the amazing noises of this this game. The good sound design, yes, that's where we're enjoying today.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of
Oh,
Fontaine.
really? Novelette.
I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
4-star bow, and then just gotta find it. It's the Fontaine range gauge. No, it's that same Fontaine thing where if you get the Bond of Life, you heal, and that's not Sethos's thing. Seth. I'm gonna learn how to say it when Sino says it. So, you know, don't get mad at me. I have no idea. And why is there a quest item in here that I need to check? What is so important? I don't know what this. What's so important, game? What's the red mark for? This? What is this? What is the red mark for? I don't understand. Oh, invitation from the Arataki gang. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the tour thing. That's what that was. Okay. Next, Battle Pass. I'm level 4. So yeah, I'm not using this one. It's probably... Oh! Dang, I meant to press tab. Well, we got Alhaitham now. Full power and everything. So yeah, I think we should just get straight into the thing. I have enough keys. I think I probably bought it. Oh, I haven't unlocked it. Okay. Well, unlock that. I'm gonna wait. What? Did it auto-refill? And then, Lupus Aureus Chapter Act 2. Before we do that, I just want to claim my Stellar Reunion stuff. Reunion locales. Lost Homeland. Lithic. Okay, yep. Unclaimed. Exploration reward. Okay. I just need to do the other one. Homeward Path. I think I've done all these quests. Yep. Oh, resin. That's actually really good. Good source of resin there. And then Reunion. Well, okay, yep. And then Primo Gems Galore. Okay. I think that's it for that. Oh, no, we have to look at the wishes, apparently. Returning companion. Okay, yep.
Applications lately.
And then these are all the stuff. So, Sino, Full Blaze. Are we ready, chat? Are we ready? Are we? I don't think we are. Cause I gotta turn on music. That's what I gotta do. We're not ready. We have to turn on music or else all my cutscenes are gonna be without it. We're gonna change team for this, obviously. Who likes, Sino? Tainari? I have Tainari. Where is he? He's there. This isn't the best team, but it'll work. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Tainari's in it, so it works. The DPS Kazuha just shows up and everyone's like, "Hey, what is that?" It's abomination. Okay, we're gonna hit it. Baby, go to quest. Mysterious letter. Is there a focused mode for this? There is not. I think I cut off Paimon. I'm so sorry, Paimon. What were we saying?
Let's go to Samara City and catch up with them.
Catch up with who? I think I lost that bit. I cut you off, Paimon. I'm so sorry. Okay. There we go. Bum. Alright. Ooh, immediately Sino story quest. Let's see it.
during the day.
Yeah, it is.
But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Where we go in the academia right now. Where we usually find them. That's where we look, where we usually find them. I'm thinking about doing face cam for this, actually. Should I do face cam chat? No one's in chat. That's pretty sad. But we're gonna turn on face cam. Uh-huh. Lovely. Face cam refuses to, it refuses to have fun. Hey, there's my face. There's my amazing background, too. Yeah, we're not gonna show you that. I mean, yeah, no. We might turn it on later. I love how I just started the story quest. Wanted to do a great recording, and I'm, like, messing with stuff. Alright. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, where should we go? Traveler, Pine. Hello.
So long since we last saw you.
Really, it's been, like, forever.
Welcome back to Sumeru City. I'm delighted to meet you again.
Oh, really? You forgot about us. Wow.
So, what brings you back here?
Nothing
You?
in particular. I'm just saw really.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
Yep.
Really? You were thinking of us too?
Indeed. Or as I call it, the biryani factor.
Oh, the biryani factor. Yes, I totally know what that means.
You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
See, I'm a sucker for bad jokes, so that's hilarious. Okay.
Oh, darn, he said it.
I win the bet. Paimon, time to pay up.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
It feels good to hit the
You're
jackpot.
exaggerating. It's only 500.
Hey, 500 Mora is still a lot of snacks to put on.
All right. I'll treat you to some desserts later. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
Okay.
Oh, really?
What happened?
Ooh, scary.
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided on reflection to handle this one myself.
Oh, really?
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done, we can, you know.
I want to replay that sound and soundboard that. Oh,
Such
that's a good
enthusiasm.
soundboard.
Are you worried I'll forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
Oh, yes.
No! Alright, was it really that obvious?
Yes.
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru.
Oh, thank you
It makes
very
perfect
much.
sense to work together. All right, follow me.
Can we get pizza later? I'm kidding, I just had pizza. I just still have, like, the taste, the pizza sauce in my throat. Oh, I'm drinking too much water. Alright, we're good. Oh. Okay. Ooh, baby. That was a spicy one. Okay. Let's go, Sino. Where's the boy?
Time to go.
Time to go. Time to go.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Yes.
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to?
Correct. His name is Cyrus. a former Spontamot sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Sino's teacher?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an
Oh.
old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
So this person taught Lisa and Sino. So that's interesting. Does he have Electro?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Oh, yes. Hmm.
Ah, Sino. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land?
Yes.
My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon.
Yes.
I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Well, thank you very much. I bow to you, sir, and now you bow to me because I am the king.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
So, this is a point of contention for me, but I would call this bad dialogue. Because every single time that someone knows us, Paimon says, "Wow, we're really famous." When you said it once in the Leeway story quest, I think it might have been, or probably in Azuma, That's all we need. We don't need repeating lines. Thank you, Paimon.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all.
We're here to help Sino.
That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
Oh.
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
Yeah?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe.
Oh, really?
Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra... Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Yeah.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for mora.
10 million mora. What a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10?
There were no witnesses. So
Yep.
currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon,
Ready?
let's put our heads together.
Okay, this is gonna be another thinking segment.
Paimon's ready too.
All right, take a look.
Secondly, don't come. Okay. Paper.
Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture. It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of blurry.
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something...
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this.
Mm-hmm.
And the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained. Almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia. But the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
Okay.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not? Wait, check this out. Looks like this part got...
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid. So... tea? Wine?
Tea.
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arof. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going back to the Mahamat... Or not the Mahamatra, the Mantra Arav. I know this guy. He's a great guy. Woo. Okay. Where are... Oh. Oh. I thought he was down there.
Time to go.
I'm very tempted to just go for one. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do that. Ba ba ba. Where is it? Yes. Sino and Wanderer had a duel. I don't know who won. I think Sino might have barely scratched a win. So he won't like to see this guy around, will he?
Too slow.
Oh,
Arav. Arav. Ah, there he is.
Mahamatra Sino, Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
yes, hello.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young and strapped for cash.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me.
Oh, really?
Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Yep.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes.
Will do.
Yep.
Great thinking, Sino. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now?
I doubt they'd go back to the
They've
cafe.
probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really?
All of it.
Which part?
The culprit's approach.
Okay.
Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see.
Yep.
And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Yep.
Found you! You wrote the threat letter!
Nope.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all.
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. All to create the impression that the letter was closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from screw. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
Dang, son. He's going
You
crazy.
can't pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
So either he means, like, terrible as a person, or just, like, he's really bad at lying. Which I think is hilarious.
I would
Because
never...
it's probably both.
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Drag him off.
That was over quickly. Sino...
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Sino. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done...
Everyone, it's all over.
Yeah,
Gosh, that was so fast.
exactly.
The culprit's name is Raka. A 16-year-old student in the Rataoish Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked.
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
Mm-hmm.
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora. Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring, and kept it for himself instead of... Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Araka. I'm at a loss for words.
Oh boy.
I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
Oh my goodness.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against...
Sithos, look. Okay, can I get a screenshot from this? Hold up. Control print screen. Yeah, we're taking that, boys.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh, come on. I was clearly...
Okay.
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor. You seem confused. Oh, Uraka is just a young boy who made a very all it costs me is a little
Please rest assured, Professor, that the academia will...
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the...
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants, and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family. We have to show them how serious...
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it.
Oh, so you'll be able to...
Give or take, cases like this are quick to resolve.
Yep.
Very good. Well, thank you for all your help. Perhaps we can all go for a meal together.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. Ah, and isn't Tainari in town at the moment?
Wait, you mean Tainar?
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the academia to help out on a project. They should be at though I must say. I'm surprised you're extending an invitation.
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tainari. I'll head over to the tavern with the go on now.
So I think there's something suspicious about this fine gentleman here. And I can't say young, I can't say fine young gentleman because, you know, he's not young. He might kick the bucket any day now, you know?
Quit following me. Too slow.
Dang, come on. We got this. Also, I just want to say, this looks amazing with Wanderer. Just a thought. If they made this the top of his hat look, it would match perfectly. Also, it would look way better on him anyway. Just a general skin improvement, you know?
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, they were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like.
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the... Most of what I know, I heard from Sino after the fact.
Yep.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Yep. Lovely.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have had...
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an...
Oh, believe me. Back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Oh, really?
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take his beer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like.
I thought I heard some familiar voices. Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month.
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Have you eaten yet?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello.
Wow, isn't
So
this...
what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I...
lovely.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
I can't believe how young the guy is. Oh, what are his...
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But still, this boy has some nerve.
Wow, yeah.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
Yeah, pretty much.
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Bye, Kave.
Bye-bye!
This really is an Electrodendro party. Oh my goodness. I don't think we've gotten, like we've gotten one Animo character. Is that it? Like, we have barely, like, any character that we've gotten in Sumeru all has to do with Gendro. Like, there's nothing else except for
Coffee beans are in here
Wanderer.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat.
Yep. NPC buying food? Really?
Oh, too tasty.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Oh, really?
I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my...
No problem at all. I'll pack some.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha anyway. I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all...
Take care, have a
All right. Now, we finally...
What do you mean,
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together.
camping? Oh, that sounds fun! Paimon's in!
Why is this like a... This is so random. Yeah, that sounds really
Right?
fun.
It's been so long since we did something fun together.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip. Just bring your delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
You got it! We'll be...
Great. Then we'll see you...
Okay. Wait until next day, 14-0. Tomorrow? Oh, it has to be 14. Never mind. I just messed that up. 14. 1450, whatever. Oh boy. This really doesn't feel like an action-heavy,
Time to set off.
story quest, but I've heard about some things, so we'll see.
The wind rises.
Actually, I kind of got spoiled a little bit from YouTube recommendations, but you know, what can you do? But all I know is it involves Sethos. See, I don't think Sino's gonna say it, because it's taking a really long time to introduce the new character, so... You know, why am I flying over there? I mean... Yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Where are we going down here? Oh, there's the camping spot. Wow.
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tent.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually.
Really?
We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. You got it. Dinner's on us tonight. I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago.
And then Sino?
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this
So, how has everything been going?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some...
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
No, look at that face. Oh, we're getting some good screenshots today. That is perfect. This man. And this music is pretty good.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
Oh boy.
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a...
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it... My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
Okay, so the sparkle in the eye, it's Jesus invocation time.
Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is... But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now.
Yep. Some nice chill. We just see like a black flash across the screen.
We got a bite!
I'll reel it in.
He doesn't run, he just walks to get the bite.
Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready.
Okay, we're camping. Nighttime, got the smoke going from the fire, okay. Yeah, this is what I call camping. Some nice leaf chairs.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks the ambi...
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Yep,
Always.
totally. What?
Oh, it smells so...
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers?
Wait, what? Isn't that just... Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Well, I'm gonna dig in. Yeah.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
So here's the thing, Paimon. We need to talk about your food addiction.
I eat a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
Oh boy.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents?
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Oh really?
Good night.
The sparkle in the eye when Simon wanted to duel was great.
Paimon's struggling to
I
keep
do have a
balance.
deck ready, I believe. So
Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Paimon's like, this is another funny moment. I'm gonna move my thing off screen for screenshot time.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
Paimon can't even lift that.
Fair enough. You...
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take...
Oh really?
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well.
And sweet dreams. So we are either gonna get a dream sequence, or we're gonna be abducted in our sleep. Like a baby, okay. See, we're gonna be woken up by something. Something has to happen. There's gotta be conflict. In any story. Cutscene.
I think they should all be here.
Oh, yep.
Traveler? Paimon? Are you in there?
Look at this.
What? Are we gone?
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep...
Evidently.
Huh? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this?
I recognize them.
Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! Oh, hey them, Kave! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got...
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Where's Sino?
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Sino, I deemed it essential.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay. At least Alhaitham's here now. That's fun. All the gangs together.
Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Sino's group was drinking last night.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Sino, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so Alhaitham is going to reach some far conclusion from everything that happened.
Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked...
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
Oh boy.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking...
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye.
Beautiful pattern.
Give me a sec. I'll sketch it out for you.
See, this is good, Kaveh and Alhaitham talk. Like, they don't hate each other right now.
Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
Really?
What? Really?
Yep, that's where,
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here. I recognize that it bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem. One that hasn't been used in a very long time.
interesting.
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
Oh, really? Well, that's a great way to bring in Kaveh and Alhaitham into the story.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. So we went looking for you. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tighnari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping.
Well, yeah, we did.
Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Sino. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said? What is that?
Is everything okay? Give me a second.
So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years.
Cool.
These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the Academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages.
Oh, really?
By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible. The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
Well, because he's the scribe.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Yep.
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that. So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand
Of course
Sage,
he
huh?
did. This is Alhaitham we're talking about.
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
Yep.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an Academia student to Cyrus? The student's only 16, and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could he have seen that emblem, or gotten the paper?
You said you ran into Sino, yes? Did you tell him what...
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Lovely.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this hour of the night, Sino will probably go looking for Cyrus at his current residence.
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good, and sure to stir up trouble.
Yep.
We should pay a visit to the
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows. The more information we have...
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Kale, could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Sino. Traveler, Paimon, you two come with me. We'll go after...
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Oh, really?
Then let's go.
And let's go look for him. Also, all my commissions are done. Don't need to do any of those today. That. I clicked the thing.
Here we are. This is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Sino moves fast. If he was here, he's probably...
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
That is some
Wow.
name.
So it really is you. My goodness. Whatever is going on tonight?
We're looking for Sino. So,
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to. It must have alarmed Sino, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what...
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home... Oh,
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Why, yes.
Mhm.
When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. He had a piece of paper clutched in his hand, and I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Sino hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Sino told him to contact the Core of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation. Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Sino.
Yep.
Huh? Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his just desserts.
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Academia. That's why Sino was so insistent that he report the matter to the authorities. I was there while they were going back and forth over it.
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public. But why?
Oh, dear. What on earth has that old fool... Oh, I almost forgot. Sino left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he came by earlier.
Thank you.
What does it say?
Oh, really? Okay.
My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had...
I love that the
blood
desert
on this
temple is in the
thing.
background
Don't
there.
come after me.
Yep, that sounds like Sino. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. We will do all... Traveler, Paimon, let's head to the Academia.
And academia time. Yeah, buddy. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, Bob.
Too slow.
Where is the thing? Path down there. Okay. Didn't know that existed. Oh boy. Baby.
Quit following me. Too slow.
Okay.
Quit following me.
And here we are.
You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah, I guess you lost...
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Sino got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived.
He didn't say where he was going?
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go out.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Sino.
Yeah.
Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail.
Okay.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire Academia collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him some pen and paper to write the letter.
Okay.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy? Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on, Uraka was acting alone.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Court of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Academia. But,
Okay.
as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago.
Okay,
Ever since its inception,
matches.
the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years.
Yep.
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Sino. Probably why he went after it.
Whoever is behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him,
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
I have to go after him.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea with how you respond to the heat?
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this up.
Everyone, I have news from the Corps of 30.
Lovely.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tainari's master? Oh,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler in Paimon. Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Mahamatra Sino leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Rebat. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Corps of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Alhaitham and Kaveh, the Temple of Silence, the Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
I understand where you're coming from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and... everyone, we have to get Cyrus and...
need our help? Whatever you need?
Really? Wonderful. Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Kaveh, Scribe Alhaitham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana. Tainari, you're planning to go into...
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay.
well, if you're sure.
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need...
Will do. Let's go, Tainari. Hopefully we can catch...
Knowing him, he's probably covered a fair distance already. But we still have a...
You better bring that sun protectant stuff that you mentioned in the in the academia competition thing. You know, the stuff for your tail. That might be nice.
Quit following me.
No, I will not do that. Where shall we go? You can see my mouse was just moving around. Caravan Rebot. Are we about to get jumped? I bet we are. Gonna get jumped.
Okay, we made it to Caravan Rebat. Maybe we should ask the...
Hold on.
Is that Dia?
Sino.
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean...
It's not my first time. I'll be fine.
Sino.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend.
Makes sense.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
Sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own?
Nothing personal. It's just a
Takes a special kind of person to get Sino chasing them all the way out to Caravan Rebot.
Yep.
But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? is he. Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and Candace!
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business. We ran into Sino as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's wear. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few. That's gotta be one heck of a story.
Sino, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case.
Oh, really?
But let us know how we can support you. We're here to help out
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we
Still, if he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past Aru village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
My thanks to you both. Once this is
Come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all in the city or something.
That's a deal.
All right, so...
Yes, we'll handle it from here.
All right, then we'll leave you to it. Just remember, if you change your mind and need some reinforcements, we'll be here.
And don't think you'd be imposing.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
Anyway. Hello. Hello, people. Aru village is next. Oh boy.
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear. So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk.
Okay.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the...
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power. Hermanubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence.
Dang,
Due
son.
to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials, but my memory of that time is hazy. I can't recall much. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for Al-Haytham's diligence during his time as acting Grand...
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis and the concept of spirit indwelling, he avoids going into any depth.
Yep.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
Elbows up.
I am aware. And I have accepted it. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So,
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not. So the best option now is to try to look out for each other. Ha!
fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the...
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here...
Hello.
Mahamatra Sai.
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic.
A man matching that description passed by Aru village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and feed his sumpter beast. Then he was on his way.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one. Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and...
I have one.
Great. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You've got a really good.
Ah, you're quite welcome. Best of luck.
So, theory, that guy was trying to pull... Oh. And apparently we're in an event now as well? Can... I'm trying to get out of this conversation, please. Let me go. I'm trapped. I've been barred and this guy is my my warden. Okay, please don't drag me off. Oh, okay. Okay, new world quest. Oasis. Ba-da-ba. The teleport near the Dendro Cube. Here he is. Hold up. This is a camera moment. No. Do I get to zoom in or anything? No, no, is there no lens or anything I can go through? Like, no zoom feature? Yeah. There we go. Can we get his face? If we go around, can we get the man's face? He's in the thinking pose, I think, like the default one. Okay, we gotta go around though. Come on. It's probably a big circle by.
Upon the gale.
There it is. Okay, come on, go around this mountain here. Okay. You don't got a really good view of him from this angle. Oh, you got kind of no view of him from here.
Too slow.
Can you get a little bit around? Yes. No, he's looking down. You're not going to get a good picture. Okay, I tried, people. Here we go.
Hold on. I see.
Do you think it's safe to...
Should be. I'll go.
No. I'll do it.
Huh? Why can't Sino go talk to...
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here. Just in case, it's probably...
Ah, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts.
Oh, a missing person, huh? Sure. What do you want to know?
I love his voice. Let's go.
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh.
Your friend over there stands out a... Hey, Aren't you Sino, the General Mahamatra?
Like the appearance, honestly, I'm down with it.
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you?
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you? No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
Dang.
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Your henchmen don't look like much, but something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey, hear that, guys?
Suits me, as long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already.
All right, come with me. All of you. Don't you want to find your friend? Silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't...
So you know where he is?
Just follow me.
I love the voice because I could honestly voice act him. Just follow me. Right, I could do it pretty well, so I like it. I like it.
And
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
please step back.
Ooh, something's coming out of the ground.
Dang, son.
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden?
Wait, so... Hold on, who are you guys?
Is this the temple?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
Okay. So what should we bring to this? Oh no, we don't get a team choose. We don't get any combat warning. Great.
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
Wait a minute. What does that look like to you guys? It looks like another giant one of those temples with the eye in the middle that's fallen on top of itself. It's like collapsed.
Ooh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this...
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
Dang.
I just hope for your sake you haven't done any...
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to...
Okay. Talk to the mysterious person.
Too slow.
This is so sick. The soundtrack. Oh my goodness. That classic desert soundtrack. Like that ancient temple kind of stuff. I love it. I'm a music lover. I'm a game designer, by the way, if you don't know. Non-professional, but, you know. It is a hobby. Oh, it's so good. Can this door open for... Yes! And then books.
Too slow.
And then... Okay, we're walking around the corner.
Alright. You can wait here. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until...
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended?
They can't have been at the oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us showing up.
Yep.
So this is the Temple of Silence, after leaving the rainforest. They hid themselves here?
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call.
What's your name?
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to introduce myself.
What is it?
My name is Sethos.
Sethos.
I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
Sethos. Okay, that's how you say it, Sethos.
So we're free to
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood...
He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around.
Sethos. Okay. I want to talk to Sethos. Come on, man.
Hey, Sethos! Have you...
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me?
Do you get a lot of people asking you
Not
questions?
often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors.
Do you know Sino?
What kind of question is that? He's the...
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is...
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say... I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy...
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to.
You're the one who tricked Rock.
Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
Mm-hmm.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he didn't...
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was. Of course. Raka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
Dang, okay. See, this Sethos and me, we're alike, you know, in many ways.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him. I'm neither judging nor defending him. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem, and it was his own choice to take the bait. Nope, not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place.
Inside the city?
Spies? It's not as clandestine as that.
Dang.
The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street.
That's all I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, Sethos, I kind of like you. Like a lot. Like he's not even afraid.
The wind rises.
Like if I attack him, he's not even like flinching a single bout. He's not afraid.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this. We've passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous.
Yep.
Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound. So that's something.
Oh, really?
Ah, here he is.
Um, really? That's a lot of books. Dang, son.
Grandfather, the person you wish to see is...
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you...
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now, the time has...
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But you got here so quickly. Just leave, Sino. This is a matter between us two old men.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try...
Some things in life catch up with you. No matter what you do. You shouldn't have come.
Sino didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can...
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children. You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity. But then, you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave. But that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis' might?
Does he mean you?
The moon is right. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These two...
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, the test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, The original plan was for a three-stage experiment. Resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the second stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could... But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world. Our two vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the to preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price. I have always wanted to see you, Sino. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since.
I see.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. But you cannot lift a finger against Sino. He is the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Sino, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival. You and he, Sethos, you were our final hope.
You'd like me to...
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is...
That power is not yours to reclaim. Sino was chosen by the gods.
You are wrong. Sino was chosen, but he was not the only one.
So those are your terms for freeing the Professor?
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead.
Divine power causes great suffering to those...
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden...
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are
Don't listen to him, Sino. That power is no more yours to give.
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then...
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still say that Sino refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your...
Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Splendid. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day, we'll...
Why is he coughing so much?
Pamoon!
Take our leader back to his room. Grandfather, I know what... I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the... Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago? The plan would most likely... Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot... I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self, but I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that things will only continue to improve. Why not consider...
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion.
Tainari made a good point earlier. He said all you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And ultimately, you want to trade the Ba...
I'm glad to see you're giving it some
I won't forsake my professor. Nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later.
That works. Then, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so...
Are you sure about
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then...
Alright, well...
Dang. I stayed silent that entire time. Oh my goodness. Ooh, baby. Wait, what is it? Wait until nighttime. Probably tomorrow nighttime then. 20... 24. That should work, right? This place is awesome. Hippogriff. Nice. I like those. I actually like hippogriffs, though. They're pretty cool. Why does this look like a domain that I've been in before? Reused room moment?
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't...
So that's one thing. A few other things come to... You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, my own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' the power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its right...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
No. I have no intention of returning it. I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Desh. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite.
Nether Star.
Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down, but I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with...
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the...
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look.
Okay, come on, Sethos. Sethos is kind of a G, though. Cut right to the chase. Don't go around stuff. Oh, the soundtrack. There better be a soundtrack for the Temple of Silence, because I am downloading that baby. Ooh, Ooh, the chills. That's
Sethos. Let's talk.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering...
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. Follow me. Keep your voices down.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that he appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work, and regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've...
Yeah.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic... So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what...
Yeah, there's no time to waste.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having...
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we I accept, Sino. This all began because of Hermanubis. So legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people. That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rights, the right of duels.
Sounds very fitting.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen...
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Sino, both of us. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make...
None needed. We're on... If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus. And consider this past dispute if you win.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening.
Okay, so maybe Wonder without Hermanubis would have just absolutely curb stomped Sino. Just a thought.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning...
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power. Both...
Yeah, that's right! Besides, it's
Oh, I'm so ready for the duel cutscene.
Surely that's a sign it thinks...
Both as general... Yeah. When you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself.
Exactly!
The Traveler and I...
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. But there must be personal factors at work here, too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. tomorrow.
Okay. So, duel time. I'm gonna take out whatever hobo is given to me, whatever NPC guy, and then we're gonna watch the sickest cutscene, Sino versus Sethos. And we're gonna be good.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is.
Okay.
Squall and fury.
Yeah, buddy. Ah, dang it. I wonder if they're gonna give me like a giant redstone, not redstone, a ruined golem to fight. Just one of those giant Conrail robots. That'd be fun. Is this like a dueling arena? I want to see it.
The wind rises.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness. For his power and authority, this is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout, representing the Temple of Silence, the Defender.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the... We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor...
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. He's very strong. Sending him out first will definitely...
Okay, then you're...
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Okay. Is this a cutscene? Oh.
Hey, you there! You better play nice with them or Paimon will make you regret it.
I forgot I was on Sumeru mode.
From the audience over there.
Was I forced to be Sumeru for this? I don't know. Ow. If it was literally some monsters, I'm gonna be... That's hilarious. Okay.
Swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the... When you're both ready...
Let's begin.
Watch out! He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
I know how to play too.
One with the forest.
And we're just walking in a random direction. And here it is. I'm ready for it. I'm reclined in my chair.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelists, please step forward.
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are when you're both ready.
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder.
I am Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation. And you, I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Old, young, fit, and frail. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands. I understand his beliefs well, but our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once, and I saw for myself the people. Times have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in this. Then I thought of you, Sino. You and I both wield the same power. Yet the lives we lead could not be. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides.
Hello. How are you? We're just about I got spoiled on this, but hello. I'm doing very well. So I got spoiled on this final duel between Sethos and Sino. You're pretty good? Yeah, nice. And it's about to happen. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm hoping for a long stream tonight, so this is gonna be fun. I saw the, trailer for, 4.7, and Sethos looks amazing. Sethos, sorry. For, to play, so. I don't only play this game, I play other games such as Apex Legends, Titanfall 2, and some sandbox games as well, like Minecraft, etc. So no, yeah, I do. Yeah. And, yeah, so I really like, I liked how Sethos played, looked like he played, so I'm gonna watch this cutscene, it's gonna be great. Yeah, alright.
So show me your answer, Sino.
Ugh.
Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person
Yeah.
I can become.
Here we go, cutscene time, baby. When
Bring it on.
That's a Tainari line. What do you mean you liked my routine? Yeah, sure. My gaming? Oh, like voice call. Is that what you mean? Because there's a Discord link in the, about. Oh my goodness. See. Listen. I'm not taking another scam from Twitch, okay? I'm not. So, don't try it. I'm sorry. I don't really need help. I know how to do graphic. I know how to do graphic design and stuff. I just haven't upgraded my Twitch in a while. I'm also streaming on YouTube as well. And that has a lot more branding stuff. I usually do more over there. If you want to, yes, you can go on there. I'm not gonna look at it now, but thank you. I'm not gonna look at it right during the stream, but I will look at it after the stream, and I'll message you back if with my reaction or anything. Okay, yeah, because I've had so many. Okay, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. If you go on the Discord server, I'll pull it up. I have it open right here. Well, okay. Yeah, I'll see it. If you want to put it on the Discord server, I just added you as a friend. Either one. I just added a backdash on that. I don't know why I did that, but I did. Oh, brother. I've been given so many notifications today. It's insane. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna get back to this cutscene that's about to happen. I will get back to your suggestion in a second. So, yeah. Thank you, actually. Because there's so many bots that just come along. So that's actually nice. Thank you so much. Ooh, baby. Oh! Ooh! Dang. But he used his skill.
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer?
Oh. He's a bow character. What is he using a spear for? Cool. Oh my goodness, my guy.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
Whoa.
I give his glory to you.
That's where he loses it. That's why it's not his ultimate.
I've seen that light.
Where have you?
Is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar.
Okay.
After the death of the God King, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tainarian priests and led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence. And from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tainarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always.
Oh, also I just saw your chat message. Yeah, I'll look at it after this cutscene. Thank you very much.
Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far too long.
No, thank you to you. You kind of made my day, because I thought you were another scammer, but no, you actually, you're actually offering stuff, so that's actually really nice, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's nice to know some genuine people sometimes. Dang, Sino just got that.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Is he dead? Yep.
Grandfather.
Dang, they got him in the tomb and stuff. Ouch.
Hey, Sethos.
I know. I just...
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. Ask Sethos. I believe the honor, were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Ba-Moon never meant for anyone but you to... I do.
Still, I didn't think Ba-Moon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, Sethos, I would like you to succeed Ba-Moon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
Wow, okay.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the academia, and that's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple.
I will try. To be honest.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Ba-Moon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards it that way. No matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Herman. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the academia. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the academia too. So he made it his responsibility. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the academia. In that sense, the Rite of Duels was just a means to thank you for everything, Sino. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of... The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same. By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluka Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis.
Alright, hello everybody. Sorry about that. Just, had a little, just someone came into, my room and I had to talk to him for a sec. So, thank you for, waiting after that. Thank you guys. Back to the fun.
The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest.
Nice.
A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your...
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent...
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set...
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a cross. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the... I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well...
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck, Sethos. Ooh, baby. Now he's a bow user. Dropped the spear and now he wields a bow. Thank goodness. He would have been another spear user. Oh my goodness. Would have been awful. Alright, let's see here. Got my daily commissions. Oh, yep, 5. Wow, an extra piece of resin.
Quit following me.
I'm not following you. You're following me. What? It's this one. 382 meters. Dang. Leave. Okay, good. We can just leave from there. That place is big. Go to square, go to temple. Okay, that's cool. Wait, is that there forever? That's cool. Temple of Silence. That's cool. I liked that. I liked that a lot. I liked the duel. That was pretty sick.
The wind rises.
Okay. Where is... Return. We made contact.
What were you thinking, gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh. Oh. What if you kick the bucket?
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice?
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer?
Dang, son.
A one-man suicide mission, hmm? That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
All right, all right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old...
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus.
Yeah, we're too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time.
Yes, because you got riled up.
The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterward.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Free food is free food. Oh man, 2 hours and 14 minutes, one story quest. That way. Oh! Interesting.
Hey, Kale.
You're back.
Hello.
Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too.
This look is the weirdest reaction to those words.
When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear?
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right. Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered—
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of a—
Kale! Cup.
Huh? What?
What do you mean, cup?
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along, too.
Let's go. Okay. Let's see here.
Too slow.
Oh, yep, they're still here. Look at these people. I want to take a picture of you, good sir. Let's get him a good light. Good light. Yep. Let's get the hand out of the way. We got to get this at the right time because the hand moving in the back. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yep, we got the two lovebirds down here.
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent study?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
Oh yeah, you tell them about the duel too. Alhaitham's gonna go off on
I see.
yep.
The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
Yep.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee.
Sure.
How long has Kaveh been awake for? Oh my goodness.
Too slow. Quit following me.
Oh my, yes. Yes. Yes? Cafe? Yep. Yep. Can Sethos be there? Please. I need more of him. You know? I just need more. Just need more. Also, I have not seen the events yet, so I don't know if I need to, if I'm gonna get them for free or not. And what the constellations are gonna be, I have no idea. But Alhaitham's weapon is also on the table, so, you know. It's also good to grind. Okay, let's see. Down here. Oh. I didn't think it'd take me this long. Okay. Hopefully all the mini games are released by now, so we can just go through them in like an hour.
And then the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him. Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts.
The nice three, the...
Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but...
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Sino.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Desserts.
I thought they said desert is here.
I think that'll do me for...
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all the...
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
Have they made up?
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
I think this is called character growth.
Thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Kale's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
Come on, Sethos. We need more. I need more. One more, please. One more dialogue. Just need it. Yeah.
That was good. It feels like everything's fine. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done.
Do you 3 have anything planned for the rest of the... If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll
Well, now Paimon's curious.
Oh, great. What is it? Where is it? I think Sanctuary, right? It's on the same level, so that'll work. Oh, yep, it's up there. Is it Lesser Lord Kusanali? Like, what? Ooh.
Been a while since I last made my way up. Need any help?
Don't underestimate.
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so
Traveler.
Yeah?
Turn around.
Okay. Can we get a screenshot of that?
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my... When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure Sethos will figure things out in his own time, too.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the...
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Sino accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers.
Those were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Sino doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there. You guys carry on without.
Okay.
Yeah, he...
Hey, you're not supposed to jump down!
Yeah, I knew it. He was totally gonna yeet off the tree. Oh, okay. Hold up, just gotta do one of these real quick, you know? The Sino experience. Level 90, nice. Artifacts, also... Oh, come on! I guess they probably didn't put a lot of effort.
Oh my days. I can't believe...
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Sino. Just the man I'm looking for. Guess what?
Some old photos?
No, that's him and you.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still... I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and... Oh, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that.
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they? Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Dang.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my... You've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep...
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought... Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again.
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes. And now, you're besting me at those little quips, too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again some...
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay...
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadi.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Dang. Wow. I know this is not like about Sethos or anything like that, but it should be because he's the best part of it. We gotta go and get our rewards. And I think that means... Oh, I still have wind trays. I've never done wind trays before, so that'll be fun. This better be a rhythm game, I'm hoping. We'll do, the rocking, and then that, and then the wind trace. I think I passed the adventures thing.
Add Astro.
Yep.
Thank you for completing.
Yep. I haven't claimed my expedition rewards either. Okay. Let's go. Yep, mine 10 items. Let's see. Yeah, we're doing this. Watatsumi? Dang, okay. How many primos do I have? Ooh, we're getting there. We are getting somewhere. Okay. We got several more hundred on the way, so that's nice. I think it would be better if we just shoved those into wishes. Because then we know like how much we have. 6. Okay. It's pretty good. I really need to look at those events. I'm hoping it's just a rhythm game.
Quit following me.
I have no idea. Is it this? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's this.
Whoa, so this is the venue, huh? Not half bad.
Meet up with Ito. Where is he? Oh. There we go.
Ah, don't you worry, Jack Attack. We'll find that dog, even if it's hiding in Tenshukaku.
Ito, it's just a myth.
What dog?
Whoa, compadre! And Paimon! You finally made it! Oh, man. Oh, yeah, and this is Dvorak, a musician from Fontaine. Jack Attack, you know these.
Hey, Mr. Dvorak, it's you!
It's so wonderful to see you both again. I feel like that lantern rite was just yesterday.
Pretty good. So how did you end up hanging around with Ito?
You better believe it, Minnie Melon. But that's only half the story. This is no ordinary iridescence tour. Me and Jack Attack are teaming up to turn this into the Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness.
Rockin' for life? What do you know?
Huh? What, you never heard of bull chucker rock before? Moom, moom! Don't try and understand it, Mini Melon. It'll melt your mind. It's about letting loose.
Okay, speak for yourself, mister. Sounds like you're the one whose mind is
Just a local legend I heard about.
Mhm.
Apparently, there was a war between the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi not too long ago.
Such a waste. When will people learn? Make rock and roll, guys.
A tragedy to be sure.
Yep.
Countless animals were affected by the fallout. A raven, a bakedanuki, a weasel thief, and many more sustained.
Fair point. The animals didn't deserve that. But, not to downplay it or anything, but didn't even...
In the eyes of a rocker, all living things are equally important.
No, the story goes that this dog was something like a ninkin.
Also,
It would show up out of
Electrode.
nowhere in the middle of a battle to rescue the injured animals and take them to safety.
Rockin' and rollin' to the rescue! A king
In Rito, I was actually there while the war was going on. It inspired me to write a song about it. I was even planning to host a music festival around the same theme, but unfortunately...
Oh, yeah. I heard all about that. They claimed they had to cancel their plans because of an accident at sea, but...
Yes, they weren't optimistic about the potential return on investment. Plus, I don't know, there seemed to be some other risk.
What kind of risk?
Good question. Risks only apparent to people with mora to throw around, I suppose.
I agree. When people have too much mora, they look...
They do, huh? So what do you mean by rock and roll spirit anyway?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the spirit of, you rock up, rock out, roll the dice, and roll with the punches.
By that definition, aren't the investors the most rock and roll people in...
Anyway, point is, those chumps are out, and Arataki Ito is in.
Oh, yeah, right! How are you gonna fill in...
I have faith in Ito. He tells me that the Arataki gang is a small but well-known and influential organization in this area, and has even been known to rub
shoulders is putting it mildly. More like they're always...
Hey, don't look down your nose at the Arataki gang. I got connections, all right?
Okay, Mr. Big Shot.
You can doubt it all you want, Mini Melon, but it's the truth. You know that guy in the Yashiro Commission? Well, and there's the general from the Tenryo Commission, Kujo Tengu. I mean, sure, we're always ribbing each other, but it comes from a...
Mutual? Yeah, Paimon's not so sure about...
Okay, fair. No first-name contacts there. But the Arataki gang is a big contributor to the revenue stream. All those fines we pay.
Fines?
Huh? No! But that's not all. Let's not forget my In fact, they got a saying now.
Did you make that saying up?
Then there's the Fox Lady, VIP customer of Yukio's ramen stall, and also, you know that lonely guy. During the Drum-Along Festival, the Tenryo Commission were worried that their almighty shogun might have too much fun.
Wow, look at you! Sounds like you're really going up in the world.
Well, I'll admit I heard a few exaggerations there myself, but regardless, Ito has helped me secure a venue for this event, and for that...
it's nothing. Don't mention it. My bro
Wait, you know Goro?
Yep. I always knew him as General Goro of the Resistance Fighters. But I had no idea there was more to the story. Turns out, you've, heard of Miss Hina.
Miss Hina? So you...
Hey, no need to yell, all right? Yes, after falling for the Tenryo Commission's tricks at the Drum-Along Festival, I figured I'd find a new location this time, somewhere out of their reach, so I wrote Miss Hina a letter, asking if she knew anything about the procedure. She wrote me back right away, and said I could ask Watatsumi Island's general for help. I was like, what?
That was close. Paimon's with you now, but...
What do you mean? Isn't it like one general per squad, or...?
That's called a captain.
Dang.
Huh, well, either way, if it wasn't for Miss Hina, I never would have known. Pretty rock and roll, huh? All right, good chat, compadre. I just remembered I got a meeting with Goro coming up. Gonna ask him about that dog situation. Gonna have to love you and leave you for now. There's still a few days left until the big party, so not everything's set. Have fun, compadre.
What a character. Well, looks like it's just the three of us for now. What?
The jam zone? Okay. The jam zone. Oh, okay, it's this, not the big stage.
I've supplied musical scores and instruments from various regions, including a horn I personally brought from Fontaine. You can play whatever music you like. If you get tired, the roasted lavender melon zone is just over there. Ito says that lavender melons are rock and roll fuel. So what do you think? Want to give it a try?
Hey, cut that! Let's change the topic. What other fun stuff is...
Well, we're planning to invite some more music enthusiasts, and we're still getting some supplies together, but it could take some time. The Arataki gang has shifted their focus. Only one of them is actually sticking to the plan. Her name is Kuki Shinobu. She's out delivering invitations.
Yep, that's the Arataki gang for ya. We should help out. We can't let this event...
Oh, I mean, are you sure? That would be extremely useful.
No problem.
Exactly. According to the original plan, we aim to finish everything in 5 days. Actually, give me a second. Also, one other tidbit to share with you.
Ugh, typical bull chucker always has to be the center of attention.
Okay, I need some breathing one after that one. That was a sick voice line. Good job, Paimon, voice actor.
Oh, Paimon would steal the show for sure.
Really?
Paimon would give Ito a second walk after that. Pretty sure he'd yell out, "Paimon's so rock and roll it hurts!" And then he'd run off the stage, bawling his eye.
Those are some bold claims, Miss Paimon, but that kind of confidence would serve you well on the...
Paimon's just kidding. Anyway, we'll be ready for the...
Great. Feel free to take a look around.
Oh, take a look around. View the venue. I'm viewing it. Let me look around.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the
Shikano
traveler
and
in
Heizu.
Wow, Shinobu and Hazel.
This truly is a pleasant surprise. Although, not that surprising, to be honest. I was just telling Miss Shinobu that I had a sneaking suspicion we might run into you.
Doshin Shikanoin was talking about you constantly the whole way here. I guess the universe answered his prayers.
It's called intuition. Names pop into my head at relevant moments, just the way my mind works.
Paimon sure wasn't expecting Hazel.
Boss nagged me to prioritize the Tenryo Commission invitations. He specifically requested Madame Kujo Sara and Doshin Shikanoin.
So, why isn't Sara...
Almost certainly because she has no desire whatsoever to see Ito. In her defense, here's what was written on the invitation letter. Kujo Tengu, come meet me at the top of the Sanganamiya Shrine. Let's go nuts and...
If I were Kujo Sara, I'd jump at the chance to throw Ito off the roof.
Yeah.
Kokomi come and throw Sara off too? All that stomping around on her roof?
Yeah. Well, anyway, Madame Kujo Sara's response was much more magnanimous than mine would have been. She gave us a basket of lavender melons to bring as a gift.
Magnanimous? I'm not so sure. Something tells me she's trying to send a...
What message?
If that Oni brat wants to pick a fight with me, there will be plenty of lavender melons waiting for him at the police station.
Maybe the fact you assume that says more about you than her. So what about the other basket of lavender melons, huh?
The other basket is actually from a few of us at the police station. I chipped in, and so did some other Doshin who've arrested Ito before.
Okay.
And so did some of Ito's former cellmates.
Oh, his former
So,
cellmates.
I guess this basket of lavender melons is our way of saying, there'll always be a place for you here.
Maybe just give Boss the melons and don't mention that part.
Sure. Well, my work is done here, anyway. Now that I've delivered the lavender melons and said hello to the traveler, I should probably get going.
Aren't you gonna stay for the event?
Don't worry, I'll definitely be back for the big party. But I have some business to attend to in Rito first.
All right.
Yeesh, being a detective sounds busy. I got you running around all over the place. Oh, wait, Rito!
Ah, the dog, yes? That was the inspiration behind this music festival, was...
Oh, never mind. Paimon just thought it did...
I'm only speculating here, but from experience, I'd say it's probably just a local legend. I doubt the dog even exists. What's wrong? From the look on you... Interesting. Well, since I'm going to Rito anyway, I can always ask her up.
Don't be silly. If this matters to you, that's a good sign that it'll turn out to be something that interests me, too. Stay tuned for more info. See you all soon.
See ya.
Seems like Doshin Shikanoin's quite the lone wolf. Well, I better get back to delivering these invitations. Gotta make sure the big party's a success.
In that case, guess it's time for us to get to work too.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's that list for you. If you can work your way through all...
Great! Perfect!
Thank you. I'm very grateful for your help. If you feel like flexing your musical muscles to take a break at any point, just come...
Okay. We're into the jam zone. Yes. Rhythm game. Oh, okay. Dang, they made a... Yes! We got some good songs on here too, actually. Perform. Teleport. Yo, we got this! I'm gonna go insane, you guys. We have all the songs.
Would you like to practice some... Great.
Oh, wait.
Hello. No problem. I'll be here if...
Hold up, where do I, play all those songs? Is it literally just there? Okay, it is. It's literally just doing that tutorial. Let's go.
Hello. Would you like to practice some
We're
music?
about to go insane on this rhythm game, people.
Great.
Okay, what are the keys? Oh, no, here we are. Select difficulty. Pro. ASD JKL. Oh yeah, I'm playing for real. Oh. 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 Okay. We're going to normal mode first. Let's do normal. Okay, JKL. Okay, I gotta get the hand stuff down first. We're gonna do everything on pro mode, though. Probably. We don't need to. But it'll be fun. Ooh, baby. Yes. Ah, I messed up my combo there. Nice. 90. I want to try and do this on pro. Because that's going to be fun. Okay. I think I got the keys down now. Yeah, baby. Ooh, baby. Oh. Okay. I don't know what I got on that. 89%. I'm fine with that. Select song. As long as we get 2 stars, we're good. We got the banger up next. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Can we exit? I'm going to literally move my mouse for this. So it's like in the middle. That's gonna feel so much better. Okay. We're gonna begin. We're gonna do this in the middle. Okay. They've improved on their rhythm games though. Oh. I messed up there. Ah, lost it. Ah. Oh, I missed that. Oh, I got my keys off. No. I thought that was it. Okay, I probably messed that up. Okay, no, I got 2 stars. Okay. We're good. That one is not my favorite, though. It's gonna be this one. Yes! The classic. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. And it changed instruments, too. This is such a good song. Oh. It's about to get insane. I don't know how I got through that, but I did. Without losing, so that's good. Okay, I'm getting around 4,000 on all of these, so that's okay. It's fine. Okay, we got 2 stars, 83. Okay. Yeah. Any last words? Here we go, baby. This thing's gonna be like funky jazz. Here we go. Oh. Okay. I did better on that one. That was good. That was one. That was a good one. Ooh, 3 stars. On Hu Tao. Dang, that's actually fire. Fire song. Fire song. Oh, it's the new Valette bubbles, too. Why are we starting in the middle of the song? That one's hard. That's insane. It's like covered. The whole entire screen's covered. Oh, I forgot to hold. There we go. Did I mess that one up? No, okay, we're good. This reminds me of like Just Dance. Oh, this song is so boppy. This one's good. Oh, baby. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, buddy. 293 combo. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm grinding through these. This is the one I'm actually excited for, though. Here we go. I think that's the best I've done. Oh no, that was just a lot of notes. Okay. A lot of long notes. And I think I just got absolutely loaded. Let's see. It's 3 more. We had 6. Okay, that part of the event is done. Oh, we can invite Goro. Okay. We got the instrument. Need a lot of these tickets. Okay. Okay, that's done. To paint lab making components. Okay. Okay, this is like a gathering thing. We could do this. Let's see. Alright. Meaning, second movement, third movement, okay. Alright, well, as I'm pretty tired, guys, I think I'm going to go to bed. But this was a lot of fun. I was just looking at all the things, and I got 2 days left to do these, so that's gonna be a lot of fun for tomorrow. I really enjoy the, music. I really enjoy the music ones, so it's gonna be a lot of fun for me to do. But I think for tonight, I'm gonna have to call it quits. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in on the stream, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.